What's good, everybody? The voice of WGC back in the building. And oh boy, yippee. Can you hear the excitement in my voice? Fight Forever has a patch on the way. Yay. As you can see right here, ZD has woke up. THQ has woke up. Ukes has woke up. And there's a patch on the way. But my question to you, WGC, is do you care? Because if we look at these past few patches, I think what we have like 3 or 4 patches so far, they look really long. Pause. These patches are huge. But once you really start skimming through them and actually looking at what's in the patches, there really isn't anything important, if I'm keeping it real. Like nothing groundbreaking that would make people start playing the game again. There's also talks of them scanning more wrestlers in. But once again, do you really care? Because quite frankly, we talked about this briefly on the podcast. If they add more wrestlers, what is it going to be? 2 wrestlers every 1 or 2 months, and what are you going to do with that? With no new match types. Let's keep it a stack. We're talking about the same game, same exact game. No new match types, no real game overhauls, no core gameplay improvements. All they're doing is just adding wrestlers over and over and over and over and over again. Let's keep it real. You're not going to be playing for long. You're not going to invest that much time in this game. I don't care who they add. Like I said, I want Edge in the game. I want Swerve in the game. Evil Uno, etc. I want a lot of wrestlers in this game. Buddy Murphy, so on and so forth. But just adding wrestlers to this game is not enough to keep people invested. What about that spreadsheet? Hmm? Like I said in the 2K video, we here at Unsanctioned TV, we keep receipts. What about that spreadsheet? I made sure to bookmark and download this because I knew I was going to have to come back to this in the future. What about the spreadsheet? What about the spreadsheet? Can y'all let me know if any of these things have been added? Okay, let's go. Expanded cost system, more pieces slash import export system. Complete AEW roster. 6-player matches. More gore slash brutal options. Run in matches. Improve reversal system. Make weapon fading optional. Crossplay. Expand rule to elite to more years. Expand create an arena. Eliminator championship tournaments. GM universe mode. A New Japan DLC. More stories like ROH main stories, ROH DLC. Steel cage matches. Trio matches slash trio belts. Seasonal as well as real life content slash events. I can go on and on and on. You took all of this feedback, 162 pieces of feedback to be exact. But what's really been added? What's really been added? And I was scouring the internet and I had no idea that we got featured on cause.ws. I had no idea. So, what's this user's name? Flame3169118. I appreciate you. But we got featured on cause.ws. This is crazy, man. And look at this tweet. This was on July 2nd of 2023. having fun on hashtag AEW Fight Forever, but it needs a lot of work. I want this to be an official feedback thread. If you have played slash are currently playing, please comment below. And I added everybody. And I said, please don't ignore this. So, a little bit later on in that day, we got a response from the one and only head of AEW games and one of the best pro wrestlers in the world, Kenny Omega. And he says, and I quote, as someone who plays a ton of fighting games and first person shooters, I'll always encourage fixes and rebalancing when situations like these turn up. There will be continued support for the game, so all this feedback and suggestions are great. Thank you. Okay. So my question is, when is this going to happen? Because I'm hearing all these rumors and stuff, but nothing has been made official by the official AEW games page. Now, I'm hearing about season 2, I'm hearing about this and that, but nothing has been made official yet. There's no date for anything. But what I find mighty funny is just like WWE 2K, the modders are taking over. The modders are doing everything by themselves. So we talked about this on the podcast. Millen Bread went out of his way and he did his own gameplay overhaul for AEW Fight Forever. And look at some of these things. If you didn't watch the podcast, look at some of these things that we've been asking for. Player health and limb stamina increase. Passive skills tweaked. Momentum nerfed, but things like finisher reversal buffed. Signature damage reduced. Time-based momentum boost postponed to later in the match and nerfed slightly. Deathmatch explosion timer changed from 2 minutes to 7 minutes. Match scoring changed to reflect longer matches with more moves. Signature and finishers now remove less momentum from opponent. Desperation technique now available at higher momentum. Fixed issue with damage multiplier for finishers. Chain wrestling now available up to 50% health rather than becoming unavailable at 75% health. Also tweak momentum for this. Taunting is slightly less effective. Huge. Winner gets up slightly quicker after successful pin. Second rather than 2 seconds. 1 second rather than 2 seconds. Although I'm not convinced this change. What? No, I can't see the end of that because of this damn ad. But can now manually bounce off the ropes 4 times rather than just once. Hot tags are enabled. Instead of matches lasting 3 to 5 minutes, they should last between 6 to 10 minutes with kickouts and finishers, etc. How the fuck did one of us, the consumer, go out of their way and make a legit patch before the AEW Fight Forever team? Y'all want to make so many excuses and say, well, it's impossible. You can't do this. You can't do this. You can't do this. Bro, these modders, these content creators are doing this shit in their sleep. And this is a one-man army we're talking about. This is a one-man army we're talking about. Whether it's WWE 2K or AEW Fight Forever, the modders, they fuel the games. Now imagine if this was actually a thing on all platforms and this is actually a patch that was implemented into the actual game. Imagine that. If these were actual patch notes from ZDs in the Discord. Imagine that. I'm just saying, bro. You're gonna need something. You're gonna need something. You're talking about a season 2 with nothing to back it up. So let me get this straight. All we got was 2 new wrestlers each pack with the addition of minigames. And that's what we got for season 1. So let's go back for a second. You want us to shovel out another $30 out of our pocket for 2 new wrestlers every DLC pack and more mini games? Nah. I don't know who's going for that. Are there going to be new match types included? What actually are we going to be getting if there's a season two? I'm just saying. Adding wrestlers isn't going to be enough, especially the time period that we're in. You want to know what comes out on the 20th? Yeah, Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 will be available on October 20th. Keep in mind, the majority of AEW Fight Forever's player base is on the PlayStation. Now, do you really honestly think my PS5 users, comment below if I'm keeping it real? Let me know in the comments. I'm gonna ask you a question. Are you willing to put down AEW Fight Forever for one of the most anticipated games of 2023 in Spider-Man 2? Are you willing to take a break from Spider-Man 2 for AEW Fight Forever? Is AEW Fight Forever going to be your priority on October 20th, 2023, or are you going to be playing Spider-Man? I'm asking a valid question. Let me know. Are you going to be playing AEW Fight Forever or Spider-Man 2? I'm just asking a question. A huge chunk of your fan base is already gone, Fight Forever team, and you're going to lose another chunk on October 20th. So my question to you is, what are you going to do? What are these patch notes going to consist of? Because if all you're doing is renaming moves, doing minor fixes for Stadium Stampede, I don't think anybody's gonna care. They're gonna peep the patch notes. Okay, cool. Back to Spider Man. You're gonna need more than that. So, with that being said, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you care? Have you given up on Fight Forever? Are you giving them another chance? Do you think there's gonna be a season two? What do you think there's gonna be in if there's a season two? What do you think there's gonna be in it? Do you care if there's a season two? Are you gonna play it? Are you gonna come back to it? Let me know in the comments, WGC. What is it going to take? What is it going to take for them to get you to play AEW Fight Forever again? Let me know in the comments. Gotta love those mini games, man. Gotta love those mini games. Wrestling doesn't matter. No, no, no. Wrestling should be the least of your concerns. Wrestling should be the least of your concerns. I don't know why you're even worried about the wrestling, man. It's all about the mini games. Isn't that why you bought the wrestling game? Oh my goodness. But anyways, with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and we out here. One love. God bless you in the next one. Peace.